So something really profound happened, and I noticed it, and it made me feel so much better about myself, because it just switched something in my mind. And what happened, cool little altar, what basically happened was I went to this temple in Vietnam, a Buddhist temple, excuse me, and I saw a monk. He was dressed in, the orange suit, like this color orange, ironically. That's hilarious. I didn't even notice that. But yeah, it was dressed in orange, and he looked at me, I looked at him, made eye contact, and I saw him lighting a cigarette. And in that moment, my idea of perfection and my idea of what I'm supposed to be and how I'm supposed to act and what I'm supposed to do, all of that shattered in that moment, because I realized that there is no idea of perfect. Like, I feel like you can reach this quote-unquote enlightenment. Well, I'm not sure. Like, I'm not even looking out there, because that's a concept that's so outside of myself. And I have to focus on now. Like, if there's anything that I've learned from my 22 years of living, it's that I have to focus on now. And that monk smoking a cigarette basically showed me how everything is a freaking contradiction. Like, we're divine, but we're also human. And humans are powerful, but humans are also super destructive. And when there's destruction, there's creation. Like, it goes on and on. There's a loop, and there's a cycle, and it's cyclical, and it's repetitive, and there really isn't an end to it until you accept it all as simply being, until you accept the wholeness of it all. Like, yeah, we have this monk, and he meditates, and he probably has a certain diet, and he probably doesn't hurt people, but here he is, like, quote unquote hurting himself, or like giving into his vices. I feel if you're human, like, please let me know if somebody is immune to having a vice, to having some type of addiction, or to having some type of thing that helps us cope with the struggles of life, like just day by day. And maybe he just enjoys smoking a cigarette, and like, who cares what negative or positive things we attach to it. So it's just like, these are just observations that I have been having, and yeah, life is a contradiction. It just taught me, like, don't try to have this idea of being perfect. Like, I cannot be a saint, and I should not expect myself to try to be a saint. Nobody else expects me to be a saint, like, I thought it was super courageous of that monk to even be smoking in public. But that's beautiful, because he's not ashamed of it. It's not something that he's trying to hide from anybody. He's being authentic in his truth, and his truth is that, he occupies both sides of the spectrum of the quote-unquote good and bad, just like we all do. We all have that duality within us, that feminine, masculine, the yin and yang. We all have that duality, and the duality together is what we need to focus on, not one or the other. We need to focus on the totality of it, or not need to, but that's what helps me, is just to focus on the totality of it. Like, if I feel like I'm making a wrong decision about something, why do I even think it's wrong? Like, is it society? Is it my intuition? Like, there's just so many layers to this good and bad duality thing, but it's a law of polarity. I'll talk more about the Hermetic principles, probably the 7 laws of the universe. And that's that. Thanks for watching.